Hi, this is David Guest. I wanted to welcome you. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about recruitment, actually finding good team members. Because one of the things I've learned, a very old friend of mine once said to me, in business you get the people you deserve. Now, it doesn't sound very good, but if you think about what that means is that if you want better employees, you actually need to become a better business. So we're going to be talking a little bit over the next few sessions about how you can do that. So the first thing today I want you to start thinking about is, how can I become more attractive to good employees? What can I do in my company so that good employees are interested in working with me? Write down a list of these attributes that you need to create within your organization so that you can become more attractive to those employees. So one of the secrets to recruitment is to start thinking about what is the sort of attitude that I need in my employees rather than just the skill set. Because traditionally what we do is we look for people based on their skills, based on their resume, based on where they've worked before. And then we employ them, and after a while we start to recognize that they're actually not a fit within the culture of our business. So when we think about recruitment, we want to think about how do we employ an attitude and not on skill. Now, the very first thing to do to get that as a focus is to actually determine what is the attitude we're looking for. So we need to write down the attributes that we expect of our employees. We need to think about the culture or the values of our business, and we need to define those. So I need you to think about what is the culture, what is the values that are most important to me in my business, and we need to define those in writing. And that's really going to help us move towards finding the right kind of employees. So now that we've established the values that are important to your organization, let's talk about how you go about recruiting. So the very first step here is, now that we're clear on values and attitude, we need to be quite definitive about the role. So we need to define a job description, and in that job description we need to include the duties and responsibilities. We need to include any experience or any training that we expect. But more importantly than all of that is we need to work out how we're going to measure whether that person's doing their job. We use a thing called a KPI, or a key performance indicator. So you need to think about a role and say, how do I know at the end of the week if that person did a good job? Because the way we measure that job is critical to not only us as an employer, but to the employee, so they understand whether they're actually achieving what they're supposed to be or not. So go get to work on building this job description, which includes duties, responsibilities, it includes key performance indicators, and it includes also performance standards, what we expect from our people. Because before we get into the recruitment section, we need to be clear on what we're looking for. So get to work on that job description, and I look forward to catching you next time.